Welcome back to another video, you guys. So today is run around and do stuff at all the Airbnbs day. So I guess I just want to talk to you guys a little bit more about that, what it's like to co-host slash manage. Not a manager, right? I don't have a license to do that, but I'm co-hosting. So basically what I'm in charge of is pretty much everything. So when it comes to maintenance items, I need to make sure that the owners know, do they want to find a contractor? Do they want me to get them bids? So every time I go to a property, which I try to go, at the very least once a month, they're a little out of my way for sure. I think the furthest one's like an hour out of my way. So I try to make a day out of it and hit them all. And, restocking supplies, because we don't have our cleaners use their own supplies. So we get things from Amazon, we get other cleaning products and things of that nature, right? Paper towels, toilet paper, trash bags, small trash bags, shampoo, conditioner, that type of stuff, right? So all of those things we need to restock every once in a while. So I basically wait for the cleaners to tell me, hey Brandon, we need more trash bags, we need more of this, we need more, test strips for the hot tub, whatever, right? All these little things. And I kind of just, wait till I get a good amount, and then we make one batch order from the owner's Amazon account, ships to me, and then I go deliver it. It's kind of like being Santa Claus. I got to bring all the presents, except it's to cleaners, and they probably don't see it as a present. But basically the deal is I manage the cleaners. I make sure that everybody's getting as much work as we possibly can give them. I'm actively trying to find more short-term or mid-term rentals that need cleaning, that need management, that have turnovers, right? When you do long-term month-to-month, you do need a license for that in Oregon, but I think and obviously check in your own areas, get a lawyer. I think when it comes to short-term and mid-term, you don't have the same stipulations because there's not an annual contract. It's not a long-term thing. These people, short-term, will be gone in about a week or less. Mid-term, they could be 1 month, they could be 3, generally not more than 3. So there's an end date for those contracts or agreements. So anyways, so check with that when it comes to the legality of managing. But like I said, I'm a co-host. I help the owners manage their properties with them, not for them, but with them, so they still have a buy-in. There's money still going to their accounts, and they're paying me as a 1099 contractor, right, and providing services. But anyways, so enough about that. And if you have any questions, if I skimmed over anything or glossed over anything, feel free to put them down in the comments. But it's very important to walk your properties, whether it's long-term rentals, short-term, mid-term, whatever it is. If you own an asset, shoot, man, if it's a bunch of bricks of gold you buried in your backyard, always good to just go check up on her, right? So that's what I do periodically. I at least try to get out here, look at the properties, make my deliveries, look for any maintenance items or any things that could be improved upon or fixed. Last time I was at the Troutdale property, there was some thing going on with the sinks, like they weren't the pulley mechanism thing. Sorry, I don't know the technical term for it, but the thing where you pull up wasn't moving the drains, so they just were in the stopped up position. So we're actively trying to figure out who's going to pay for that and when that's going to get fixed. But yeah, so those are just one of the things. Whoa, there is a okay, sorry you can't see it. There is a little I'm kind of driving through the country here. There is a not a truck, like a farm truck or whatever, right? Driving on the same side of the road as I was, coming towards me. And I was like, oh crap, what do I do? For a second, I was like, am I on the wrong side of the road? Anyway, so making this video, I'm going in between properties right now. I had a good chance to talk with one of the cleaners that was there. We're figuring out the hot tub situation. Right now, I have a bottle of hot tub water. We're gonna figure out why it's this hue of green. A quick Googling made it sound like maybe the water itself, because we did dump out and refill the water, and it just came out with this type of green mineral look. So a quick Googling said that maybe we have too much copper in our water, and this could, I think it's well watered. So I'm actually taking this bottle to a spa and pool place right there for them to actually test it themselves and kind of tell us what do we need to do to balance that out and make it look clear and clean and not have that hue, because we'll definitely have guests that will be concerned about that and say, hey, do you guys ever clean this pool? Why is it teal? Why is it green, right? So we want to try to handle that. So like all these little things, from the water in the hot tub to the cleaners, their schedule, the supplies. Obviously, the first thing people think about is dealing with guests, right? Their complaints, making sure they know how to get into the door, making sure they know how to lock the doors, making sure that, any questions they have about supplies. How far, I got this question today, how far are you from this certain park? Basically just responding to their questions as fast as you possibly can. And I will be honest with you guys, I try to respond to people as quick as possible, right? Like if I'm doing something, I will stop what I'm doing to respond to that and try to get them their answer as quick as possible for a couple of reasons. One, it's more professional. Two, I would say 50% of the time, like not a small amount, 50% of the time, the first thing people respond with is, wow, thanks for responding so quickly. And that's whether they're booking or asking a question before they book. It just shows that you're on top of it, right? Like if they ask a question and you don't get back to them for 3 days, what do you think they're thinking? Okay, let's say I show up to this place and I have a question. They're not going to respond to me by the time I leave, right? Like if they're only booked there for 2 or 3 days and you have a question, so that's important, right? You're in somebody else's house. You're trying to figure out how the AC works, how the hot tub works, where's the fans, where's the whatever, right? Hey, there's an issue with something. If you don't respond to these people quickly, they're gonna understand that, like, okay, so if there is a problem, no one's gonna give me, like, nobody's gonna solve it, right? Like if the place is flooding, no one's gonna tell me what to do. Where's the water shut off, right? No one's gonna come out of here. So it's important, right? And even with my long-term tenants, right? A couple days ago, and I guess I can make a separate video about this, but a couple days ago, my washer at my house that's a rental, thank God it's downstairs and thank God it's on concrete, but it started leaking everywhere, like basically flooded, not flooded, but a big puddle of water, right? Like a lot, like I had to use a mop and stuff. A lot of water was, pouring out of this thing. And I had to go solve that problem, right? Like when the renters text me and say, hey, by the way, your, laundry area is flooded. It's probably your washing machine. You want to respond quickly to that and be like, okay, cool, I'm on top of it. Let's figure it out. So it just, you gotta do that with people, right? Think about it how you want to be treated. If you have a question, you want an answer as fast as possible, right? So when it comes to management, it's the same thing. Take care of your people. They'll take care of you. When it comes to cleaners, owners, guests, just be responsive. That's your job. You're the manager. Manage that stuff. Peace.